So the 75,000th time, we have some technical issues. Here I am. Jenna M, are you listening? I am like basically, I think, let's put this, I'm not gonna even say all the things that I said before. Just, if you have questions, please put them in the chat. I will try to answer it. I check the cards for you and then we see. I'm sorry, I got a little bit frustrated because this is like 5-6 times. The sound is not okay, the connection is not okay, the program crashes. I don't know, I poured water on me, like a big glass. And Jenna M still keeps coming back. I don't know. Way to go, Jenna. And I have to say that I don't know if this shows. Anyway, if Jenna is gonna see this or not, there's a medal for you, really. Like you're number one, or gold medal. Really badly drawn. I can draw better than this, but it was kind of fast. So this is for Jenna anyway. It's like a band name for Jenna. Fair enough. So, yeah, I don't know. Ask questions. Let's see what happens. Maybe I don't know, the light bulbs will explode next or something. But this is gonna be on kind of strange. I don't know. And it's not Monday. I don't know. It's really weird. Monday, Friday, whatever. There's probably no sound. Monday, Friday, whatever. There's probably no sound. So, hi, Omnia. Can you hear me? Now, is there sound? You hear me? Digital ether. I'm sorry, I seem a little bit dramatic, but yeah. Oh dear, this is some kind of... Okay, fair enough. I am okay, I'm really frustrated. I got really a lot of problems. The internet connection went down, it should be pretty okay. The camera didn't work. So, but anyway, please, ask a question if you have. I'm gonna do my utmost to answer you. Otherwise, I'm fine. But a little bit just sticky with this and weird with this equipment now. So, frustrated a little bit. Poco. Just a little bit. Ah, Jenna M, you are back. Did you see my medal? I had a medal for Jenna M here. But I lost it. It's in the video. It's here. Jenna, this is for you. You just kept coming back. You get a medal. You are the number one. Gold medal for you. Thank you for coming back. But after all we've been through it. Okay. Fair enough. So, Jenna M, you hear me, you see me. Now please just ask the questions. I try to answer it before it crashes again or something. Please do. Go. So it's about Caleb. We're gonna try to do it now. I'm gonna keep the water more far so it won't pour into the computer and, like, I don't know, crush the electricity in the whole yard or block, city block. And now it says connection excelente. Muy bien. So, Jenna M. Yeah, everything is fine. It's just somehow, I don't never happened to me, like, okay, of course you can have some issues, but this never happened to me before. And it's like, okay, what will happen in my connection with Caleb? Okay. Eero Marva Mira. So what, Jenna M first. Yes, go ahead, Marva. I will have Jenna M first here with her question, and then you hit me with yours. So, let's see. And what will happen with my connection with Caleb? What will happen with Jenna M with Caleb? Let's see when we're happy with the shuffle. Boy. That's it, there we go. Well, I would say that there is some kind of phase of estimating the situation going on. Earlier there has been some shift of like perspective in this and with the energy. So I think there is like some kind of energy is around, and at the moment I would say that this is you are ending some phase with this, and I don't know. I think this is like, well, even like this, basically. Once you can see this guy, he's estimating, and I would say that he says you are estimating that the situation is this, the connection is estimated. But I see that this is now really coming. There is at the moment like the big wheel has turned, so to speak, and there has been some like conclusion still. Maybe it's with your energies and with your own stuff. And in the near future, I see also like a related to feelings, really like a big conclusion. So I don't know. Maybe you are estimating what do you actually want to do with this. Well, actually, I see that there's now is estimation and there's a big change, but I think some conclusion should be coming up, really. Um, let's see, because from this, I think it's kind of like I said. Let's see what it says here. I think it's possible, but it requires some kind of like. I think it comes down to this that you can mix everything. Like if you have the right vessels and right proportions, sort of like you can mix anything. So it is possible, but I would say basically so you see us getting back. I don't see you getting back together soon, but I think there is some switch. At the moment there has been some bigger switch, and then this is like conclusions, end of a cycle in a sense, and I think it's possible, but I think it could be also a long road that you would have to kind of balance the waters, and sort of like it would require sort of a lot of things. So soon, no. Uh, uh, like I said, it's possible, but I think it's a long road and it requires a lot of things to happen. And of course now the chat is also with some kind of delay, so maybe I'm responding funny, but I don't say it's not like a yes, it's gonna be later. It's more like it's possible, but it requires things to happen. Okay? Yeah, definitely not tomorrow. Thank you, Jenna. And thank you, Jenna, again for coming here for the 78th time after we having the problems. Thank you. That's good spirit. Okay, so okay, Marva Mira, what Ayob thinks of me and what is his feelings toward me and his next action, please. And thank you so much. Let's see. So Marva, this is for you then. Yeah, Omnia, you can ask also. I guess, I don't know, I got really a bit thrown off about this technical business connection problem, so I don't know, did I miss your question even? So please ask. I will now put Marva because I have the question there kind of next, and then it's Omnia, it's you after this. So let's see what we can see here. So there is actually 3 questions. What is Ayo thinking of me, of Marva, and his feelings? Let's see. Okay. Well, I would say that this uh, I don't know. I think this person sees you like a little bit moody somehow. This Ayub, and that that maybe she sees you like you would be like sitting on a throne, and maybe that you are in some kind of positions that you want the waters to balance, and that you are like concentrated on your own feelings. So this is uh, I would think that this is what he is thinking of you, that you seem moody, and maybe this is not something that he is used to. Let's see a little bit about this. Mm, but I think he's still, I would say, like feeling wise, he would be somehow in the same. I don't know if he's, well, I'm not sure how your relation of obviously has gone, but I would say, like, are you guys missing each other? Have you been together or something? Or you somehow, I think you are in the same level with this person. I see that the first person, what he thinks of me, I think he thinks that in the future there could be some opportunity for you too, basically. That there has been some earlier conclusion, like a big one, and that has led to this, that you are more in the same level. You're like both sitting on thrones, look kind of like maybe not quite looking at each other. Maybe it's a little bit like you kind of would like to, but you are not, because I think I think he might feel a little bit more balanced, in sense that if you feel a bit moody, I guess he's a little bit less moody, but still with his feelings. And I think what he thinks of you, that there is, I think this person would is thinking that there is some opportunity in the near future that for you guys. And then was next act, feelings. Yeah, let's see with clarification. I think he is feeling that somehow you would be, that maybe he has felt a little bit like different before, and now it's more like he's keeping his options open. But I think he's seeing that uh, with his feelings that would require sort of like work and time, that would need to grow still. And at the moment he is not really concentrated, I think, on his feelings on you. That I think he thinks of you like in the same level, and is kind of like having, but at the moment I think he's not concentrated in this. I don't think he's concentrated on his feelings toward you. And maybe he has put himself to a spot that he thinks that he has to choose something, or and that he has limited choices, but he actually has unlimited choices when he deals his situation well. And next action, let's see. Well, I think the major thing that comes through from this uh, is that his next action is something which is based in the truth, like very seriously. Uh, Everything else has been still kind of like these minor cards, but this one, uh, as an answer of his action, uh, I think he has. I think he sees, like I said, what he's, because this is like three questions. So thinking of me, I think he feels that there could be some opportunity that you are, that what he's thinking of you like this. But I think he has feelings for you, but he's at the moment not he's not somehow contemplating those so much. That it's like he's occupied with something else at the moment. And I think his next action uh, is like based, I just get this like strongly that it's based on the truth, that this transcends like anything. So I don't know if this would mean that from him, if you will be in contact with him, or how is the relation with you, that it will in the future come like to pass how it is, what's happening, what's going on. And hello Leo. So I would say the most like let's see. I don't know if he could be occupied with some other person, either romantically or having some kind of like a connection with a friend or with a lover, could be. But this is something that also is not kind of giving him what he wants, and that's why he's not dealing even with the emotions what he has for you, which I'm rather sure from the earlier cards. So, and somehow he is let's take one more for this. What is he occupied with? Let's see. Funny. I think he could be occupied, has been occupied with some other person, and that this is not working for him. This is what I see. Could be. Now that you said it, not me. Could be like this, because he has done something, and this is, but that didn't really give him what he wanted, and now I don't really. Yeah, I don't really get for which this, for what person this goes to. So I guess if it's still the cups, which is about feelings, but I think this is not really about you, what he's occupied with. So funny that they go this way, because you have their cards that if they would be other way around would give a different kind of like a different. So well, that could be basically that maybe he is doing, maybe he's cheating on you, or at least he is, I don't know. It's really strange, but I think his next action should be based on the truth. So I think maybe the thing is that if he would be cheating on you, I think he could even come clean with that. So because yeah, I think this person would think highly of you, but on the other hand, now having like another project going on, and but it's also like more mundane. So I don't get really clear answer for this, but the action is going to be based on the truth. So I think whatever he's actually, whatever you ask this, what thinks of you and feelings, and what is the next action, please. So I think it will come down to this, that the action is based on the truth. So when he takes the, and I think it's gonna be some major action, in a sense, what he does, meaning that it's whatever it concerns. I think it can concern also like sort of like his passion or what he wants to do, and maybe it's about you two, if you've been together for 4 years. So maybe it can be also that maybe he kind of comes clean what he's been occupied with, because I still saw there what he's thinking about you, that would bring that he has kind of like feelings and that you would be kind of more equal than earlier. I think it comes down to this, that it's, let's see, let's take one more card there. It could be that he's been occupied with something more mundane and that it won't bring about really big change, but I think he's gonna be truthful about this, whatever he's been occupied with. I don't think I can really say much more than that. I will, hey, because I got a little bit I will give Marva Mira, I will put you, well, my idea is like, let's see, I will take you one card for advice, and basically let's see what we get. Well, this is Lovers, but it's upside down. So basically this would be advice what you need to think about in your situation. So I think as an advice, I think you would have to kind of concentrate also on yourself. If you're with this person, what do you want? But this is the Lovers of Rider-Waite. So basically upside down, you can think about it that it's the Lovers upside down, or the energy is lower in that. So I think in this case, what I see the other cards, it means that it's like a bit of a lower energy with this. So I would say that maybe you cannot do much and you have to let him tell what he has in his mind in the end, and you have to kind of like, you just can think about it and then see what he says, what he has. But I think he will come clean with something, and I cannot see what that would be. I don't think it's, for me it seems like it's not towards a big change, but I think it's related to what you are occupied with yourself. But yeah, so Marva Mira, basically the Lovers of Rider-Waite is your advice. So you can find the image probably Google, or you saw it there, and look at it and see what you can see from yourself from this, what it gives you, right? Let's see, where are we at? So next was Omnia Lomadi. Omnia, you still here? Let's see, I would like to think so. Omnia and Leo. Yeah, well, I think from Marva, sorry that I cannot give you more clarity in this, and this is why I put the advice there and try to check what you can get from this, and in the end, like, I think some kind of truth will come out, which in a long run at least is good, right? Okay. So let's see, now then was Chrissy after Happy Ever After, and then, sorry, I have to write down a little bit because I am a little bit more confused than normal because I had some issues with the. What's the relationship fate between both Hena, Leo, and Howari? So Omnia, this is for you. What is the relationship fate between both Hena and Leo on our way? Okay, let's do this. Relationship fate between both Hena and let's see. Oh, well, I have to say what I see here is like I think the other first one is somehow not seeing it like for me it looks like it, that the first one which was Bothena, Bothena, Leo. I think this person is somehow at the moment thinking that there might not be future in this relation. And the following is already there. Sort of. I think I wouldn't be surprised that this, Howari Capricorn would be the one who would want to terminate this. For me, I don't see that there is future on that relationship. Like plain and simple. That I think the other person is kind of thinking maybe not willing to break up the relation, but somehow seeing that this is not maybe going anywhere. But the other person is then thinking like, okay, this is gonna go down bad. So I don't see a future in that relation, right? Let's see. All right. So that was for Omnia. And then we have Leo. And sorry if I confuse something. I am trying to be very fair, honest, and truthful, and all this. So yeah, Omnia, you got it. So what I said, and I think that no, I don't see a future with these two persons. So Leo, you're up next. I was sure that I would get a job. Okay, thank you, Omnia. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit more hugged or confused than normal or out there because I had a lot of problems getting live. It took a lot of effort. So I don't know what was going on. So Leo, I was sure that I would get the job as Fresenius Gabi, but I did not get it. Okay, when will I get a job? Basically. Let's see. So for Leo. Okay, so Leo, okay, so in the end, can you please check when I'll get a job? Okay, so when you get a job, fair enough. Well, good. That's the universe likes. It's like the fortune favors the brave and all that, and the universe likes when you work with it and not expect just things to fall on your laps. So in that sense, so for Leo, when I will get a job. Let's see. When we're happy with the shuffle, Leo is up next, and then it's happily ever after Leo. Let's see how long I can hang in here. So when will I get a job? Let's see. I don't know. I think with this job that you applied, that there was some in the situation was something that you are not sort of aware of. How old are you, if I can ask? Uh, I feel that I am too expensive and too. Yeah, I think in this, what you applied earlier, I think this would be in your situation that somehow there has been something that kind of unknown for you, which I cannot see what it is, or something related to also like maybe there has been some issue or something that you don't remember in this. Basically, at the moment, I think we had some similar with this. The thing is that again, it shows me with less energy that again, be careful that you don't miss an opportunity, and it's related to work for sure. This one. So basically, like. Keep your eyes open, because you can sort of end up outside or inside the place where is the work would be in. So I would pay attention to that. And when, well, I don't think what I see here is like this could take still a little time. I don't see like a balance. I think the situation is about to balance better for you, but it's not gonna be exactly, because it's kind of low energy in that sense. Okay, let's do this way. But I think you're too expensive and too old for the companies. 41. That is not. No, you're a young person, young man. I'm 46, I think. So, for how long? I would say that the near future seems like again that I think you are not. I don't think that you are the problem. Let's put it this way. I think you have the necessary things in this, but it could come down to this, that maybe you have to somehow be more diplomatic. Maybe it could lead to this, that you have to take some steps back. So I don't know, maybe it could be. I don't see it also here that it would be about the money. Somehow I don't see here that it would be about the age. Well, I'm in Finland. Well, Sweden's. Oh, Sweden! It's next, really near. So I've been there many times with the boat and everything. Fine. I don't think somehow. Yeah, I wouldn't take this up on myself. I wouldn't take this on you. I think it's, well, in a sense, the thing is there is no thing. So I would just keep up the work, because I see you are doing this pretty balanced still. I don't know if you need to be a little bit sneaky. Maybe it's like just like you don't put your age there or something like this. I'm not really big fan of like, I would say like some kind of diplomacy in this. If you have the interview, for example, or with the application that you make, I don't know, maybe you're being too honest, you know. So maybe you don't really, for example, with the age or whatever, maybe you need to like pump up your what is this bloody thing called? Oh yeah. CV, yeah, curriculum vitae. Maybe you need to pump it up a little bit, in a good way somehow that you see. Yeah, CV. Thank you. I don't know. Today, sometimes it's difficult. So I think maybe you need to present some things differently in the interviews. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you need to present them more that they will favor you. And also maybe don't downplay yourself, and try to be very diplomatic and all that. So maybe that would give some. I will take you here one card for advice still. Okay, Leo. Sweden. Fair enough. Okay, your advice, Leo, is aha, the Fool. So basically, it's like well, obviously starting a new project or new journey, beginning of something. So I think concentrate on this. Look at this, what you get from the Fool in the Rider White. Well, actually, funny enough that now I didn't see that, but when you look at this, it could also mean the new year. Sort of like, if you think about it, to start anew, you start the year from the, you know, like with maybe with like from fresh table, or something like this. And of course, I don't know if I would guess that even with applying the chart, depending on the chart, maybe the end of the year with all the celebrations. I suppose in Sweden we do pretty much the same things with the New Year's and the Christmas business. So advice for this is like, well, yeah, maybe you also need to rest a little bit. And I think if you concentrate then more after towards the beginning of the year, because yeah, but think about this, the Fool, right? So that should give you some feedback. Let's take. So I would say that it's possible. Meaning then if you don't have a job, or what do you mean, Leo? I don't think so, because I think this comes to, I think if you will run into financial problems of difficulties, I think for me you would get creative, and maybe this is the thing that will help out in general in this. And when you think about the Fool as an advice, that you will start up anew, and that could indicate the next year in a sense. And maybe you need to do, maybe you just like we discussed, like pump up your CV maybe a little bit, and then like present yourself even more favorable. If you feel confident that hey, I am good at this, or and like put it a little bit, put it even a little bit more. At least don't downplay yourself. Yeah, okay. I don't know, because what I was asking about, just will I have financial problems? I got this. It's the Queen of Pentacles, and that I don't think you will have. So that could indicate that something comes up, and I think you can figure something out. So basically, the answer for the financial problems is Queen of Pentacles, which could be like related, for example, to the Empress. It's like Empress of Pentacles. So I think you can manage the money, and you can come up with something if you need the money, right? So I would say no, I don't think you will have problems money-wise. So I think everything leads to kind of like this, that the next year brings, I'm hoping that the next year brings bloody good things for everyone, because this year has been really strange. So I would like next year to be a little bit less strange than this year, right? Who's with me? Okay, so yeah, I think that's normal. At least many Finns tend to do, and I myself, like some things you downplay yourself. So there's no way to be modest in a way, and if you get your feet into the between the door, and maybe that's also could be with the age. If it, I don't know if you have to really mention it. If you still get in there, and maybe when you meet people face to face, or through however the interview is done nowadays with the bloody virus and everything, and then you can convince the people while you get there. So I don't know, use at least some kind of like maybe stealth, diplomacy, maybe just pump it up just a little bit. And if it's like I've been working there for, then put a really long time. If it's been you know, some years, for example. Okay, so happily ever after you, and then is Chrissy, and then blissful, and then I think I have to start. Hopefully it helps, and yeah, the fool is your advice in general. Check what you can get from this. Maybe it gives you, I think it should give you some ideas what to do. What are Air's intentions towards me? We talk but in separation. Happily ever after. Fair enough. And good luck to you, Leo. Okay. What are R's intentions towards me? We talk but in separation. Let's see. I think this is like I have to take a sip of water, sorry. I think he seems something bit like dramatically different, and I think something has happened that has gone down, that he has somehow been forced by outside to think differently. So, but at the moment, I don't see that there would be like a lot of completion to this, and somehow I see that maybe this person has been kind of not full of good intentions all the time, that maybe he has done something not really nice and maybe not been completely honest. Well, yeah, I guess it can, but that could be also a thing that it's not necessarily true. That could be the stuff. So, but at the moment I don't see any like, I think, well, it doesn't really give that. I think the situation, it's somehow like the situation is not moving. You know, I don't see like a conclusion. I see a big change. Yeah, it could be related to that, but somehow like that the situation is not kind of, the wheel is not really turning, and I think he's missing also like some kind of opportunity with you, that he's kind of moping. Maybe I think he's not feeling in the near future either like how he's supposed to. So it could be that he's kind of like, if he had a thing for you or you had something going on, that he's kind of seeing it differently. But this is the big thing is that something major has gone down. Of course, you can say it was the pandemic, but the major answer in this is like, the biggest is like something has been built in a foundation that was not really firm, and I guess this has led to the separation. So, but I think it's somehow not, he's not quite ready to let go yet, and I guess he doesn't see that sort of with you there could be some opportunity, like feeling wise, but he's somehow disappointed probably to this, still to this breakup or something. So so that I don't see like a, that the situation would change a lot. So his intentions, I think it's not gonna change much from what it is. So I don't know if he really has much intentions in that way, or it could indicate that he is gonna break contact and like this. But how I see this with the other cards is that I think it's gonna be kind of crawling the same way forward, and if you feel that it's not really going somehow, then I think that's gonna how it is. I don't think that's gonna change. Yeah. Well, let's take you also a card for advice and what to think about in this situation, and that would be the Magician. So basically, in this situation, you have all the elements to do whatever you want, and only limitations is like how you see it, the situation sort of. So the thing is that there is no thing, it's only in your head. So basically, you can do what you want, and you can come up with what you want. You can create and materialize what you want. So that would be the Magician. But think about what you see in this yourself. The cup is mighty big, which is about the water and the feelings there. I have sometimes thought that the Magician, if he needs a weapon, would take the sword first, which is the air, mind and communication and like this. And then basically, yeah, and it's not really real. So basically, who knows? Think about what this means to you. Maybe I said enough, right? But I would say that you have everything you need within you to make everything, any decision and whatever you want, right? That's really dramatic, right? But this is what it is. Fair enough. Thank you for coming to our channel. I still remember your, because the name was Happily Ever After. I remember you've been following us, I think. Thank you for a long time. Because thank you for a long time. Oh my god, what a way to say it. But yeah, I just remember the nickname, which is probably not your real name. I remember it from far, long time ago, even maybe a year ago or something. Sure is. So yeah, and we're gonna come up with new videos, so muy bien. Okay. Actually, now, Chrissy, it's your turn now. I just got caught up with Happily Ever After. Renat. Nice to meet you, Renat. So... What love person coming towards me in my love life? Never had. Never had a boyfriend. What love person coming towards me in my love life? Never had a boyfriend. Chrissy Chandler. Let's see what we can... This is for Chrissy. Okay. I'm a single Libra at 25. Okay. Fair enough. Let me see what is coming towards you. Never had a boyfriend. Okay, let's see. Well, what I see, I think, well, I think somebody who is like kind of down to earth would be coming towards you. And this could of course be that maybe you don't see this person, even if it's kind of like could be already there, but you don't maybe even see this person. But basically, I think it's a little bit open if this would be still a long-term relation, but would be maybe something more stable in a sense. Yes, I think like I would say that this person would be like sort of like a with some passion and stuff, but kind of down to earth and maybe a bit slow in the movements of what they want to do and what they want and what they like, sort of like a hard worker, stable person. Yes, practical person. I think would be around your same age than you. and then I get some kind of like I think at least this would be a person that somehow, I don't know why I get this impression that is presenting you with a star, in a sense that this person somehow brings you hope. So I think it's a good person, what I see coming up. But then I wouldn't be completely sure if that would be still something a little bit like more long term kind of thing. Well, I think there will be passion in this, and then it depends, I guess, how everything goes, how you will feel about it, and maybe the person ends up being too like stable, sort of. That could be like, is it horrible to say? Maybe it would be a bit boring for you, even that maybe there's not enough spark. That could mean, but I still think there could be even possibility that that this person could be someone you would like to spend some time with and maybe be more, well, like a boyfriend, if you never had one. So it's possible. I think it's a little bit like a little bit open, the situation in that sense. But we'll take you also a card, which is like a for like an advice for this situation. Let's see. So Chrissy, this is an advice card for you still, and that would be, well, I think I would say that, yeah, I don't think this person would be broke. No, definitely not. I had a pentacle card there, so I think this person could be even an entrepreneur, or like, I don't know why I get this impression that could be related to like farming of, you know, plants and stuff. But I think this person, maybe it's not like, you know, like a royalty with you know, like whatever crazy money, but somebody who is, I think, is doing good on their own. So not somebody who is broke, who would be leaning on you. And this would be a person which I see that would not be someone who would be then like, hey, maybe you can pay for this or whatever bullshit like that. So the advice would be, fun enough, my card of the day, which was Two of Swords. So I guess that would also mean that this would be maybe with a little bit less energy on the card when it's upside down, or you can be opposite or otherwise. But yeah, it's right or right, Two of Swords. Basically, what I was thinking, that this would be upright. This would mean like this is a blind magician of the swords. So it's a person in a situation that thinks that with the intellect and mind you can like kind of manage everything. But when you get to this point, that would mean that you have to use the other elements, which are water and earth and fire. So upside down, I would put, in this case, that would mean that it's a little bit less energy to the card. So I think maybe you need to let go yourself a little bit. I mean, this perhaps, maybe you don't reason too much when you meet this person, in a sense that, like, be open to the other elements, more open to the feelings, practical matters, and passion, even like this. Okay, so that was Chrissy. That was Blissful, and let's see where we at after this. Oh, so Blissful, general reading. Let's see what we can come up with. You're welcome. And yeah, at this point also, I think I will take Blissful and my generating from me. I mean, what's coming for me And any advice is there for me. Okay, so yeah, general reading and what's coming towards, like general vibes. Fair enough, and then advice. I think that is very possible. We do that. So, what is coming for me and any advice? Yes, let's see what's coming. What we can see here. Let's see when we're happy with the shuffle. What is coming towards this one? This. I think what is coming for you is it's like mentally some kind of test of strength is coming about. Nothing really major, but something which would not something that will last for months, but there will be some situations that will be like a test of strength is coming on its way, and that is something that will give you an opportunity in the same, like I would say, like in the air element. So if you manage this test of strength, then that will create you opportunities which related to the swords and like communication and in general to air. So basically, well, that's already some kind of advice, but I think yeah, you will have a test of like strength of sort of like will and your resolve in something, not something physical in that sense, or it's not really like really with emotions. It's like some sort of a bit of a test is coming up, and you have to be careful that you don't put yourself in a spot that you put yourself stuck, blindfolded, so that you think you are stuck. Because if you feel stuck, you have to sort of like figure it out and be strong in the situation, so you will see that there is an opportunity rather that you are surrounded by something and bind down and like that you cannot basically see move. When you get to some point that you are a little bit stuck, you need to, you know, take the blindfold off and see what is around and which way to go, and there is your opportunity. And I think it's related to this in the end, that in this situation when you might seem to be that requires some kind of strength of will and like sort of like resolve and everything, I think it comes down to this, that there is something that you are not remembering at the time when this arises, this situation. And I'm saying it's not really major thing. It's not really something that, yeah, you're gonna spend the next 5 months doing something like this. This is more like not really maybe day-to-day thing, but there's some bigger thing that you remember, and that will give you the opportunity. And after this, I would say that this could be related to I would say that this will be related to money, and you would need to be like sort of being able to give and take, so in a balance that it, and you obviously this would lead to some sort of a choice with the money stuff as well. But also this is not really big thing, so I don't see anything extremely dramatic coming, but some sort of a test of will is coming there. And then, well, that was already an advice in a sense, I guess, that take the blinder off and remember, for example, why you got into some situation or why you are there, and remember that you have a way out. You just need to see it in a way. But yeah, don't get me wrong. It's this one is not extremely like life-changing events in that sense. But hey, and an advice for this situation would be Rider White card, and it is 6 of Wands. So I think it comes down to this. If you choose to be sort of like, for example, victorious, and you choose to find a way, think about what this gives for you. Right? So 6 of Wands looks, if you may say, positive or negative about the cards, but it looks for me kind of positive. So, but this is your advice for your situation, and when this arises, this, and in general, I guess you just put there yourself, yes, I'm strengthening myself. Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do, and I think you should further do it. And maybe I think maybe this is something that it doesn't hurt if other people kind of see it too. Of course, this is not the main reason for most of the things that you do, or I do, or whatever, who does. So, but if people see that this person is, a little bit like standing more tall and like this, I think that won't hurt. Okay. But now, really, I have to go from today, and basically thank you for everyone who came here, but now it starts to be like 4:30 a.m. here. Sorry, I had a lot of technical issues, but I will return, and I would like to thank you in this again for everyone who has subscribed. We got donations, thank you for them. There's instructions on the screen if you want to give those through PayPal. If you want to send us an email, feedback about something, dstorrocks@hotmail.com. We do in-depth personal readings, private readings through Skype, through WhatsApp. We can figure something out if you want one of those. And we're gonna have new videos coming up about tarot and something else, and as well. And I will leave you with, remember, the thing is that there is no thing, like somebody said about fear, it's only in your head. Many things that you think is there, it's not really, doesn't even exist at all. Really? Fair enough. So now I thank you, I bid you good night, good morning, good day, and I need to go. And see you in the future.